So today in this video we will talk about the upcoming INICET exam. So what is INICET exam and what should be your strategy for the November INICET exam? INICET is an exam conducted by the topmost central institutes in the country, AIIMS, JIPMER, PGI, NEETMDS, and you get the eligibility to join PG in these big institutes through this exam. Now you might be asking me a question, sir, I am an average student, should I target this exam or not? And if I am targeting, what should be my strategies, what should be the timelines, what should be the resources? And in this video, me and Dr. Deepti, we will address all these questions. First and foremost, I want you to know that if I look at it logically, this year's November 2022 INICET exam should be targeted. I'll tell you my logical reason. Number one reason is that the number of students eligible this year because of the COVID delays in the last 2 years is very less, and AIIMS has never delayed any exam in the last 2-3 years. So that means the exam is going to happen in November, it is going to happen on time, and the number of candidates eligible will be less. So you are actually playing for a PG seat in less number of candidates. Number two is the number of seats in the central institutes has increased because the government has opened a lot of new AIIMS. So we are looking at a very good ratio, and if you give a serious attempt, you have a very good chance to get into the best institutes in the country. So with this back note, let's start with the how to go about it with Dr. Deep.
Alright, so when I talk about how to go about, I really want to say something which I feel is one of the mistakes that I did, and I don't want anyone to sort of repeat it. When I was preparing for my exams, I never gave the AIIMS exam thinking that I'm not the person who can reach that point. And believe me, I never even filled the form, and I never gave the paper once. And I regret it, because I realized later when I got top ranks in the, at that time we used to have a common exam, and then we had Delhi seats. So when I could reach a rank 30 there, that's when I thought, and I realized that yaar thoda sa aur push karti to shayad I could have got a place in the central institute, और ये चीज़ हमेशा याद रह जाती है. So सबसे पहली चीज़ which I want to really start with is your mindset, and then we'll come to the strategies. So don't rule yourself out. This is something that Dr. Sumer also says. This is something that I also want to say, because what you're doing is, when you say this to yourself that no, you are not as good or as bright, you are missing on an opportunity. Don't do that, right? Take the exams as an opportunity. Please give them. Every exam is going to be a learning experience for you. And not just a learning experience, I would say it will also act like a milestone. See, so many of us are also going to simultaneously prepare for the next NEETPG as well. So giving the November exam, INICET, also turns out to be a good milestone. If you have it in mind, then you are preparing for it, you stay on track. It's very essential to have these stepping stones that, okay, I've reached November, now this is how I need to go further up till NEETPG. So please give the exam. Don't rule it out, don't rule yourself out. You are very capable. So pehli baat, please fill the form whenever it is out and give the exam. That's the first thing I want to begin with. If I compare the two exams, INICET and NEETPG, what I would say is INICET requires your preparation on certain topics which have a high probability of being asked in the central institutes, because the central institutes do have this thing that they would ask questions on certain set topics, and they will ask some recent things. Why? Let's understand this. Because AIIMS kya karta hai, they have certain pet topics. They will definitely change the question, they'll change the language of the question, they'll change the framing of the question, but the topics are repeated. So you have to be very, very thorough in those topics. And what PGI and JIPMER do is, so I hope you know that since the exam is called as INICET, all institutes are going to contribute. So it's not just going to be AIIMS, it's going to be PGI, it's going to be JIPMER, it's also going to be NEETMDS. So all these three institutes are also going to contribute, and PGI and JIPMER also have the unique ways of asking questions. So JIPMER would ask some of the research related questions, things that you would really feel, acha ye kaun puchta hai, but they would ask. PGI is also fond of asking recent things, updates, so very in-depth theoretical knowledge is what PGI is fond of. And when we talk about NIMHANS, you will see that over a past 1-2 years, you will realize that the number of questions in psychiatry, they've increased. So the reason is the contributions from all institutes. So, which means we have to ensure that what we are doing from now until the November exams is limited material, but it is very crisp, it is very concise, and it's very high yielding. So we don't have to increase our workload. Instead, keep it to limited things, and we'll tell you what those limited things are, और उसको बार-बार करना है. And believe me, this is what you need for cracking INICET. And how to begin is PYQs. Okay, I will talk about PYQs later also, but just introducing it, and then I hand over the mic to Dr. Sumer. And that is, once you are starting your preparation for INICET, it's a good idea to go through PYQs before your preparation as well. And this will be a very quick and a superficial go through of the PYQs. You don't have to fetch these questions anywhere. Your eMedicoz app has all PYQs in one place. The bounce back section is specially PYQs of central institutes. They are there in eMedicoz with video discussions, with answers, right? So go through PYQs quickly and jot down the topics that these institutes have sort of asked in last 3 to 5 years. 5 years is an ideal, I would say, zone to look for the PYQs, but you can always begin with last 3 years and then extend it to last 5 years. So शुरू में PYQs देखेंगे, superficially, not in depth, just see the topics, make a list, and this is how you should begin. And then I think another resource that you should definitely do, because we put in a lot of effort, is INICET TND. So maybe now you can, I will ask Dr. Sumer on how they should add or do the preparation with the TND for INICET.
Definitely. Actually, what Dr. Deepti has pointed out is very important. Like, what is the difference between the toppers and people who get a moderate rank in the central exams? Many people do not follow this, but it is very important that the toppers never get a previous year question or a topic repeated wrong. They are very sure on it. So when should you do the previous year questions? Many people will say कि सर एक बार सारा syllabus हो जाए, सब हो जाए, end में करेंगे. End कभी आता ही नहीं है, शुरू में देखते हैं. Especially for the November INI exam, you need to go through the PPE kit. The PPE kit is a DAMS eMedicoz resource where we have previous year questions along with video discussions by faculty members. You might ask us कि सर question देखें कि video सुने? Video सुनना है. क्यों? Because when a teacher is discussing that question, he is discussing the entire topic around it. और exam में कभी same question नहीं आता, लेकिन topic आता है. दूसरी important चीज़ जो डॉक्टर दीप्ति ने बात की, and I'll emphasize on it further, is the depth in which the exam is asked. A lot of people get confused when they are appearing for the INI exam. They think that it is going to be a clinical paper, a lot of clinical vignettes, while actuality it is a mix of clinical and one-liners. But the difference is these one-liners have choices which are about the entire disease process, and they are deep choices. You have to think on each choice. And in the exam like INI, the time allotted in the paper is less as compared to NEETPG. So what happens is you have less time and the choices require you to think. So you have to put time. So what is the idea is you have to work on time management and application skills. Now how will you work for preparing for an exam where you feel that you are good with the notes, you have made your concepts, but you want to make sure that you get that killer instinct to win the exam? This is where INICET TND, a specific course that has been designed by our team, which has been known to give toppers in the Central Institute for so many years now. The reason this course works is that what we do is, as a team, we sit together, me, Dr. Deepti, the faculty members in different specialties, we sit together, we analyze the previous 5 years or 8 years of central exams questions, and we find out the zones or the topics in which they are going repeatedly and they are asking deep questions, and then we collect those topics and convert it into a test. So that is why this test and discussion course is known to have a very high strike rate in the exam, because of the analysis that we do. It is not that, not that we are teachers or we are educators so we can take it for granted. We work very hard, and we want you to do the same analysis yourself. That if you start with the previous year 3 years question of INI exam, write down on your own piece of paper what are the often asked topics, and then when you will see the TND, you will resonate with the thoughts of the teachers, because teachers are not random. That is where our expertise as an organization is that we don't burden the students with excess material. We find what is the most high yield. My goal as a teacher is to tell you what is likely to be asked. It is not to impress you with my extensive knowledge. It is to give you what is really going to be asked. So in this TND you will have topic wise or subject wise tests, each test designed purely for INI exams and on the topics and the questions which are asked in this exam. After the test, there will be an extensive discussion by the faculty members where you can find out what went wrong. And I'm sure Dr. Deepti would elaborate here that giving the test is important, listening to the teachers is important, but analyzing after the test your weaknesses and your mistakes is even more important, because you want to improve, you want to get into the top 50 bracket, top 25 bracket. To do that, you have to make less mistakes on the day of the exam. To make less mistakes, you need to analyze what went wrong so that you don't repeat mistakes in the real exam.
So I'm going to highlight on one thing that Dr. Sumer has already said, but I just want to reinforce this fact that when we say, a PYQ, a previous year question, it does not mean that it is going to be asked as such, right? So if you especially see the last 2 to 3 years of the Central Institute's paper, the INICET paper, there is one question, 4 options, but every option by itself is an MCQ. This is a typical pattern which PGI used to take their papers on, right? Us time pe hum bolte the multiple correct. The idea is still the same. It is still multiple correct but converted into a SBA, a single best answer. Matlab, let me explain you once again. It means you have to be very thorough with your content of that topic which the central institutes are fond of asking. So वो क्या करते हैं? It will seem like one question, but बच्चे उसमें जो options होंगे ना, वो सारे अपने आप में एक question है. I'll just give you an example. For example, they asked a question on diabetes last time. Earlier, the question was framed as, when you are doing the screening test for diabetes, which of these is the correct cutoff? This time when they asked the question was still about diabetes and pregnancy, but option 1 was on the screening test, option 2 was on termination, option 3 was on control values, option 4 was something about anomalies. So do you see? So what they have done is, the topic is same, but do you see the depth they have gone into? Every option by itself is a MCQ by itself. So please understand, and I'm saying this again, I'm not asking you to go superficial. I'm asking you to limit the content, but whatever is likely to be asked, that topic has to be done in depth, not superficially. This is where students tend to go wrong. वो क्या करते हैं, laterally बढ़ाते रहते हैं, मतलब ये वाला topic भी कर लो, ये भी कर लो, unusual things कर लो. Unusual things, बच्चा, are going to get you unusual ranks. And believe me, वो unusual one बड़ी मुश्किल होती है. It's usually unusual on the other side, है ना? So no unusual things to be done. You are not doing research, you're not doing thesis, you're preparing for an entrance exam, and it has to be smart study. It doesn't have to be, it's not like you're going to tell someone मैं 12 घंटे पढ़ता हूँ या 18 घंटे पढ़ता हूँ. The idea is, even if you're spending some limited time, it has to be spent on things that have high probability of being asked. So that is where the INICET TND helps you. We frame our questions by ourselves. They're not copy pasted from somewhere. So हम सारे question ऐसे बनाते हैं कि वो topic आपका पूरा thoroughly discuss हो जाएगा, and that's what you also have to do. So when you're preparing, even if you're preparing by yourself, going through the PYQs, you have to understand समान लिमिट करना है मगर डेप्थ लिमिट नहीं करना है. यू हैव टू नो द टॉपिक इन डेप्थ एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू इंश्योर दैट यू डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड इन टू ऑप्शंस. एंड दिस वाज आई थिंक द मेजर प्रॉब्लम दिस ईयर स्टूडेंट्स फेस्ड. दे सेड नहीं मैम टॉपिक तो हमें पता था बट द ऑप्शंस वर वेरी कंफ्यूजिंग. वो कंफ्यूजिंग इसलिए लगती हैं आपको बिकॉज दे आर वेरी क्लोज एंड दे नीड डिटेल्ड थियोरी कंटेंट. यस, सो दिस इज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द रोल ऑफ PYQs with respect to the INICET TND, why it has such a high hit rate in the exams. Yes, now what else should you do if you are wanting to get a good rank in, let's say, the central institutes? So throughout your journey, you know, you start with your INICET TND, you start with PYQs, you keep learning with us, and as you go forward there is going to be role of grant tests as well as AIIMS capsule, right? So maybe Sumer, you can highlight about the importance of the grant tests in this journey, and then we'll talk as we go further on what we should do.
Definitely, and what I have seen is that a lot of people confuse the two papers. NEETPG and INICET are two different exams. Both of them have same number of questions, but the subject-wise distribution is different. Like last 2 years, we have observed that in the INICET, the first, second year subjects have slightly more weightage as compared to their weightage in the NEETPG exam. And even in anatomy, if you notice, like Dr. Deepti mentioned, because of the NEMHANS being one of the exam boards, you will see questions on neuroanatomy.
Yes.
And because of JIPMER being in the board, you will see questions on genetics, monoclonal antibodies, and these are the kind of things that you might miss out otherwise. So it's a smart idea to understand that they are focusing on new drugs, monoclonal antibodies, general pharmacology. They are looking at a lot of treatment based questions, but they are not ignoring first, second years, which is different in NEETPG. NEETPG, the weightage of clinical subjects is more than the preclinical subjects, and the time allotted per question is less in INICET. So that is where the role of giving grant tests helps you. If you are practicing a grant test and you are giving yourself 3.5 hours for 200 questions, you get used to a certain luxury of time. While in the INI exam, the time is 3 hours and plus the questions are confusing. So if I was in your place and I was preparing for the central exams, if I had high ambition level, what I would do, I would start targeting to do my grant test in 2.5 hours and start now. Like Dr. Deepti said, don't delay it till the end, start now. Today onwards, start giving a full course paper at 2.5 hour time, so that you get used to doing it faster. In the real exam, you will never be short of time. अगर टाइम कम पड़ गया तो करियर ही नहीं बनेगा. तो टाइम तो मेरा खराब नहीं होना चाहिए एग्जाम वाले दिन. I have seen many super intelligent student spoil their final day. माने वो इतना बढ़िया कर सकते थे, आखिर में टाइम मैनेजमेंट खराब कर दिया. तो टाइम मैनेजमेंट में आखिरी दिन में नहीं वर्क करना, आज से वर्क करेंगे by giving monthly grant test for first 3 months. And then we will start doing it every 15 days, then we'll go on to every 7 days. At DAMS, we will also conduct your INICET mock tests on the eMedicoz app, and we will also do the CBT, which will be done in the computer centers where you can give the exam in the exam environment.
Right, and you know, giving GTs right in the beginning also helps in a way that, as Dr. Sumer said, you're not doing a skewed preparation. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए that you're spending all your time doing medicine and surgery and then you realize you didn't revise the SARPO, and those are very scoring things. So it ensures that you are revising all 19 subjects in a rotational manner. I would just say that since the exam is to be held in November, if you feel that you're at a good level, you can actually start giving GTs every 15 days as well. It's a good idea, but it totally depends on what level you are at. So at least start once a month, and if you feel that you are in the zone, you can give it once in 15 days. Now, as you get closer to your exam, let's say 15 days are left, another resource now that I want to add for you is AIIMS capsule. Although AIIMS capsule is something that you can do in the last week also, but I would still say if you haven't ever done it before, 15 days gives you a good time to sort of know कि कहीं कुछ रह तो नहीं गया है. AIIMS capsule is a very specially crafted course. It's very famous. It's It has a very high hit rate in the exam. It is done in an algorithmic manner where we have focused on topics which are being asked in these central institutes in all 19 subjects in a very crisp way, which doesn't take time. It can be done repeatedly as well. So it is a resource to be specially used close to the exam. Also it will tell you कि कहीं कोई ऐसा टॉपिक तो नहीं था जो हमने छोड़ दिया एंड सेंट्रल इंस्टीट्यूट में एक आधी बार आया हुआ है. So it's a good idea to do it in a way that the faculty is telling you, so that you're not leaving it out also, and you're not trying to go too much in depth and wasting your time on a unusual thing. Yes, and 1 week before the exam, I would say add DVT. So Sumer, maybe you can tell how to utilize the DVT.
Definitely what happens is whenever we are revising for the exams, we need a resource which is doable, which can be done in 1 week's time, and we are able to look at the entire syllabus by teachers rapidly. So 2 resources which are time tested. Time tested means that you can actually go back to the Damn Silly YouTube channel and you see, I think hundreds of toppers have recommended these 2 resources, AIIMS capsule, DVT. Now why they are so recommended is because look at a subject like medicine. If you revise your own notes or your own textbooks, you can revise it for years, but you don't have years, you have hours. So what we need to do is AIIMS capsule within a span of, I'm betting you, within a span of 4 hours, you can revise the entire medicine. Yes. And that is what is needed in the final week. And you might ask me, sir, आखिरी week में सारा करना क्यों ज़रूरी है? Confidence आता है. ये नहीं कि आपको आता नहीं, आपको आता तो सब कुछ होता है, लेकिन आखिर में अगर टच नहीं किया होता ना सब कुछ, तो कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आता. एक बार अगर टीचर के साथ डीवीटी में, एम्स कैप्सूल में यू टच एवरी सब्जेक्ट, यू फील हाँ यार मेरे को एक बार मैंने देख लिया है और जो हाई यील्ड है वो मिस नहीं हुआ है. सब कुछ तो कोई नहीं कर सकता. एंड अगेन आई विल अगेन एम्फेसाइज दैट अगर हम चारों तरफ का सामान इकट्ठा करते रहेंगे, हम सारा दिन सोचें कि हम हज़ारों घंटों के वीडियोस देखते रहेंगे या हज़ारों घंटे के क्वेश्चंस करते रहेंगे, तो रिवाइज ही नहीं कर पाते. तो एक पिरामिड की तरह अपनी प्रिपरेशन को आपने विजुअलाइज करना है कि पहले फेज में हम INICET करके TND को साथ में लेके एक थोड़ा लंबा चलेंगे, लेकिन जैसे जैसे एग्जाम पास आता जाएगा हम रिसोर्स को डेंस करके कम टाइम में ज़्यादा आउटपुट की कोशिश करेंगे. मतलब साइंटिफिकली प्रूवन मेथड है, एंड दिस इज व्हाट वर्क्स फॉर एनी एग्जाम. इन द फेज 1 यू गो ब्रॉडर, इन द फाइनल फेज यू गो नैरोअर, सो दैट यू आर एबल टू रिवाइज मल्टीपल टाइम्स. बार बार रिवाइज नहीं करेंगे तो फिर याद नहीं आएगा, याद आएगा भी तो कॉन्फिडेंटली याद नहीं आएगा, लगेगा पक्का नहीं है, फिर एक गलती एंड यू गेट आउट ऑफ द टॉप 50 ब्रैकेट. टॉप 50 में पहुंचने के लिए उस दिन गलती नहीं होनी चाहिए. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. उस दिन सिली मिस्टेक नहीं होनी चाहिए, लेकिन उस दिन के लिए पहले 6 महीने टेस्ट दे के, ग्रैंड टेस्ट दे के आदत डालनी है कि मेरे को एग्जाम की आदत पड़ जाए. दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. मुझे लगता है कि टॉपर्स क्या फ़र्क करते हैं. कई लोग सोचेंगे सर मैं तो पहले कभी टॉप नहीं किया, क्या मैं कर सकता हूँ? मेरा पिछला एग्ज़ाम अच्छा नहीं हुआ था, क्या मैं कर सकता हूँ? कर तो सकते हैं, लेकिन काम करना पड़ेगा उस किलर इंस्टिंक्ट में जो टॉपर के पास होती है. टॉपर क्या करता है? आसान क्वेश्चन कभी गलत नहीं करता, पहले पूछे हुए टॉपिक्स को कभी गलत नहीं करता, और पेपर वाले दिन अपना टाइम मैनेजमेंट ऑप्टिमम करता है. लेकिन ये ऐसा नहीं है कि बात करने से हो जाएगा, मेरी बात सुनने से नहीं आपका टाइम मैनेजमेंट ठीक होगा. आपका टाइम मैनेजमेंट ठीक होगा आपके एग्जाम की प्रैक्टिस करने से. सो मोर यू गिव टेस्ट्स और मेक अ टारगेट दैट व्हेन यू गिव द नेक्स्ट डैम्स ग्रैंड टेस्ट, कब देंगे? कल, आज, अभी, आज ही वीडियो के बाद दे देना आपने. अगला ग्रैंड टेस्ट जब आप देंगे तो टारगेट करना है कि मेरा नाम लीडर बोर्ड में आए, उस तरह का पेपर दो. तो जब डैम्स के लीडर बोर्ड में एक बार नाम देखोगे ना, तो उससे क्या होगा? कॉन्फिडेंस वापस आएगा कि मैं कर सकता हूँ, मैं टॉप 100 में आ रहा हूँ, आई कैन डू इट. देन दोबारा अगला ग्रैंड टेस्ट 15 दिन बाद, जैसे मैडम ने बोला 15 दिन बाद फिर पेपर दिया. अब पेपर दिया, अगर एक बार नाम आ गया ना डैम्स के GT के रिजल्ट में टॉप 100 में, टॉप 10 में, तो फिर पीछे नहीं मुड़ के देखोगे. तो यू नो कि यार मैं आज इतने होशियार सारे बच्चे बैठे, मैं टॉप 10 में आ रहा हूँ, तो असली एग्जाम में क्यों नहीं आ सकता? सो यू हैव टू गेट योर कॉन्फिडेंस बैक. Winners are people who feel confident about their ability to do well in the exam. है ना? आपको वापस कैसे आएगा? किसी के बोलने से नहीं आएगा, आपको अंदर से फील करना पड़ेगा. वो कैसे फील करोगे? टेस्ट देके. टेस्ट मजाक में नहीं, पूरे जान लगा के टेस्ट देना है कि एक जगह रैंक ऐसा आ जाए कि आई गेट माई कॉन्फिडेंस बैक. डोंट रूल योरसेल्फ आउट. इन द लास्ट 2 decades of my career as an educator, as a mentor, as a teacher, I have seen so many students who have come back from a not qualified rank in the previous year to a top 50 rank in the AIIMS exam. तो वो तो कर पा रहे हैं. अब lot of you might say कि सर नहीं, मेरे पड़ोस में एक लड़का है सर, वो तो 2 बार से कर रहा है, उसका नहीं हुआ. तो ये चॉइस आपका है कि आप किसको देख के इंस्पायर होना चाहते हैं. हमें हमेशा पॉजिटिव एग्जाम्पल लेने पड़ते हैं. पॉजिटिव एग्जाम्पल का मतलब क्या होता है कि जब कोई भी बिजनेस शुरू करता है वो हमेशा स्टीव जॉब्स को देखता है, बिल गेट्स को देखता है कि यार इन लोगों को देख के मैं देखूं कि कैसे बड़ा काम हो सकता है. लेकिन अगर स्टैटिस्टिकली देखेंगे तो बहुत सारे लोग और भी होंगे जिन्होंने बिजनेस शुरू किए होंगे जिनके काम नहीं बढ़ पाया होगा आगे, लेकिन उनको देख के इंस्पिरेशन नहीं मिलेगी. आपको भी इसी तरह जब आप YouTube पे डैम्स के चैनल पे वीडियो पे टॉपर्स देखेंगे, यू हैव टू फाइंड समवन कि यार ये मेरे जैसा लग रहा है और इसने अच्छा किया तो मैं भी कर लूंगा, और उसको अपनी इंस्पिरेशन मान के आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा.
Absolutely right. And just last few things that I want to definitely add, and I'm sure सुमेर का expertise बहुत है उस area में, वो भी ज़रूर contribute करेंगे, and that is attempt. Okay, attempt ratio. So please understand, everyone is going to make mistakes, even though you try to make the minimum, and that's what is important. You have to make minimum mistakes, but that doesn't mean कि आप defensive बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाओ and your attempt ratio is very less. Every time we've talked to so many toppers, believe me, they are aggressive in their attempt, whether it is INICET exam or whether it is NEETPG exam. You should leave questions only when you don't know anything about all 4 options, right? अगर आपको 2 options के बारे में भी पता है and you're confused between the 2, please attempt it. Don't think कि ये छोड़ने से आपका ज़्यादा फ़ायदा होगा. So don't go too defensive. Try and be on the aggressive side. The attempt ratio should not be less. And something that I think Dr. Sumer can also comment upon is mark for review, especially for INICET exam. These are his forte. His exam skills are excellent, and I think he's the right person to guide you about it.
Finally, I think these are 2 most important things for the INI exam. One is we already talked about the time management part, but the second thing is that you need to go aggressive. ये एक ऐसा एग्जाम है जहाँ बड़ा रिवॉर्ड है. लाइक एवरीबडी वांट्स टू बी इन एम्स एंड डू योर पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन फ्रॉम एम्स. तो या तो ऊपर आए या फिर खेले ही ना. तो जीतना है तो एग्रेशन तो चाहिए इसके अंदर. आई हैव टॉक टू आई थिंक सो मेनी रैंकर्स लास्ट ईयर ऑल्सो. इवन दो लास्ट एग्जाम वॉज डिफिकल्ट, टॉपर्स हैड अटेम्प्टेड 195 प्लस. So yesterday actually I was talking to a student who said, sir, I am rank 4000 in the INI exam and how can I improve? I asked that student, how many questions did you attempt in the last year's exam? The student told me that he had attempted 170. I told him that, you know, if you change one thing in your approach and you become more aggressive, you will see automatic change in your performance. And I have helped and guided many students with this small strategy that in an exam like INICET, you need to go more aggressive in the paper. And number 2 thing that I would like to highlight is, if you mark any question for review, and you don't save it in the AIIMS exam, they will not count it. So that should be in your mind. Don't mark too many questions for review in the AIIMS
because
exam.
This is different from NEETPG where mark for review is counted. So please ensure कि यहाँ पे आप वो नहीं कर रहे हो, and जो भी mark for review किया है उसको finally आपको दोबारा देखना ही पड़ेगा. Yes, so I think these are the things. So if you realize हमने कुछ बहुत unique नहीं बताया है, there are very 4 basic things that you need to do. I'm just going to put the pointers on. PYQs before you start, very quickly go through. Later PYQs go in depth. INICET TND, okay, and close to the exam DVT and AIIMS capsule, and throughout your journey grand test. बस यही limited चीज़ें करनी है बच्चे और repeat mode में करनी है. Believe me, you can all do it. Okay, it's about how aggressively you are into it. And as I said in my last video, I'm going to repeat it again. If you are a Damsonian, you are in it to win it. Yes, that's what with which you're going to go and give the exam. Not just INICET, you should give every grand test with that motive. You should give every TND with that motive. Every paper should be like a real paper, so that the real paper seems like a test paper, a test match or whatever you want to call it. Yes, so I'm sure Sumer, you would also say we are always in it to win it.
We are in it to win it, definitely. And my final words would be this. दैट जब भी हम ना बड़े एग्ज़ाम की बात करते हैं या बड़े टारगेट की बात करते हैं ज़िंदगी में ना, तो कभी कभी ओवरवेलमिंग हो जाता है कि आई सी मेनी स्टूडेंट्स से सर एम्स में रैंक ना आना, एम्स में, एंड देन दे आर लाइक हे भगवान एम्स तो बहुत मुश्किल होगा, बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है. सो इट इज़ इंपॉर्टेंट टू डिटैच योर सेल्फ फ्रॉम द आउटकम. एक बार छोड़ते हैं, आपने एक बार बड़ा गोल बना लिया मन में, अब उसको साइड पे रख दो. आप सोचो कि करना क्या है और अपने आप को हर हफ्ते के टारगेट दो. लेट्स फोकस ऑन द प्रोसेस, detach ourselves from outcome, and we are in it
to win it.
To win it.